Alright guys, it's Nightmare here to bring you some more of my Mortal Kombat thoughts and part 2, Dose, and 2 in other languages, because I only know how to say 2 in Spanish and English. Part 2 of the DLC series, the second character on my list of character reviews of the Combat Pack. You're going to be seeing a lot of this cup, and like I said in the last video, although it is a solo cup, there is only soda in it. I gotta stay sharp for these videos. There wouldn't be alcohol in it one way or the other. Anyway, not on my videos, but a couple Twitter people have asked me if I'm only going to be discussing Mortal Kombat on this channel. No. That is not the plan, and it's kind of glary because of the system I have to set up to be able to record hands-free. I'm going to be discussing a lot of things on this channel. Just a quick thing, I'm going to be discussing anything that I feel like. I'll have wrestling discussions, which will have specific names and episode titles. I'll have friends on, probably. Just anytime I feel like hitting the record button and loading up a video, that's what it's going to be. There's not any special ties, but for the first while, it's probably more or less going to be Mortal Kombat news, reactions, all that. Anyway, right into it. The second character on the list is Predator. Now, I have to say, when they announced Predator, I was not excited as everybody else seems to be. And I don't hate Predator. Like, I think Predator is a cool idea if you like Predator. And if you like the Predator vs. Alien series, or Alien vs. Predator, or the Predator movies in general, they never appealed to me. And I have a general problem with Predator that I'll get to at the end, but I'll go ahead and do my best speculation. The same thing with Predator is an issue with Tanya. I don't know a lot about Predator because, like I said, those movies never clicked. I only know Predator is Predator because, number one, you can't know it. If you know anything about movies, you know Predator is Predator. And number two, everybody I know is like, oh my god, Predator's in the game. I'm like, woo! And this is just my opinion, again, but I guess it's just because I don't know a lot about them. Like, maybe if I knew more or watched the movies a little closer, I would know, because they're all excited that there's going to be a Predator thing with somebody, Colonel Al Simmons or something. I don't know their names. Like a sergeant, look, Johnny, whatever they're doing with the. And I'm not dissing on it, but it's a cool tie-in with the movie and all that. And I'm excited for you if you're a Predator fan. I'm just not. So anyway, moving on. I think he's gonna be cool. I mean, I've seen some of his weapons and stuff on Wiki, and general people that I've asked are like, what does Predator actually do? I mean, I saw the arm cannon, so I assume there's an arm. I'm not stupid that there's some sort of cannon laser thing that comes, like, does whatever it does. It's really, and I know he's got the iconic little blade and a net and infrared vision and like a laser scope coming from somewhere in this area. But that's really all I know. And he's got and he's got the little whatever you call it, like the little, I call it the little Buzz Lightyear device. Oh, the little, except for his isn't made out of plastic. I'm sure his is actually functional. I mean, and I know what his face looks like. I know little things. I know a little. I'm not completely lost, but I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just like Tanya with Predator. I'm really intrigued to see where they go with him, personality wise, character wise, interaction wise. That's something I left out of the Tanya video. I want to see Predator's reactions because, from what I understand, he doesn't actually talk. He just makes clicky noises, and he can like mimic other speech with like a warbled, gargled kind of robot-y. Like you could say, "How was your day?" and he'll be like, "Wow, your day," or something like that, something to that effect. And that'll be cool just to see like Scorpion, "Get over here," or "Get over here. Don't mock me, demon," or whatever Scorpion would say. And Johnny Cage is obviously I would hope, have some sort of movie theater like reaction, like, "You're the guy from the movies," or something like that. I think that'd be funny. But I mean, his brutalities because of all are endless possibilities because of all his weaponry and excuse me, his fatalities could range. I mean, his variations. I don't know what to say on his variations. I don't know what to say on his variations because I don't know how they could variate him. Like maybe they could do a variation, and I don't mean I don't like I know how they could do it visually. Like they could do a variation with the mask, variation without the mask, a variation with the arm cannon, shoulder thing, without it. I don't know. They could visually pull off the variation system, but I don't know enough about Predator to be able to speculate what his variations could be. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, they could give him this and this and that. Like maybe they could give him a variation based on his cloaking, because that's another thing I read that he did, his cloak. Like a variation based on invisibility, but he'd be very kind of Melina-esque, if you ask me. And there's really only one problem I have with Predator, and like I said, we'll get to that here at the very end, but I think his interactions, like I said, they're going to be interesting. His moveset is... I want to see how he punches and fights. Like, I was excited that way for Aaron Black, because Aaron Black is a cowboy, and I'm like, how is a cowboy going to punch? And cowboys don't punch, they shoot. And they did a very good job of a lot of shooting, but there's a couple actual physical blows in there, so that's good. And now, with the remaining time, I probably won't go the full 15 minutes. I may end up... Oops. I feel, and this is where people are going to hate, or not hate, or whatever, and that's fine. I love your opinions. I love the opinions of anybody. I welcome them, even the real death-thready ones. It's childish and doesn't get you anywhere, and if it makes you feel better, fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings none. I feel like Predator's spot is wasting. And I'm all for guest characters. I'm one of those pro guest character people. But I just think Predator's a little too Cyraxy. Predator's just a little too, I mean, with the device thing, and Predator has a net, and just and Cyrax has a net. Predator has a blade. Cyrax had a blade. Predator can cloak. Cyrax cloaked, and he's too Cyber Ninja. And I think that's because Predator was the Cyber Ninja Cyrax was based on Predator. I heard, and all these are just source and speculation at this point. I mean, that's what I heard, is that, and it would make sense if that's the case, that Predator was the main inspiration for the Cyber Ninjas. But if that's the case, you could just put in the Cyber Ninjas. That would make a lot of people happy. I'm going to talk more about the Cyber Ninjas in my next video. But that's really my only gripe with Predator, is he wastes a spot Cyrax could have, or Sector. He wastes one of their he wastes a spot that they could have. I'll talk more about them in another video. Stay tuned for that discussion. But yeah. Well, that's all for this video, because that's all I can think of to talk about with the Predator, because I don't know much about the lore and in the movies. We're winding down, because it's 2 characters down, 2 characters to go, and these next 2 characters, I was excited about their announcements the second they happened. The second character number 3 was announced, made me happy, and the second I saw character number 1, wow. But we'll get into that in the next video. I'm Nightmare. You guys have been a blast. See you later.